money, them a tea. And them a sell out the beach. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy Kenyan, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch a blind and a resort to crime. You can't for me again. Promise to pick up all the charities and all of the givers. Some are like say they're powerful, you know me got bigger. The urgent the promises, none of them can deliver. Cut up the youth and rough and it's going down a river. Them are bold money and they lie them. Corruption smell and they pocket them. Smell when police don't have market like Satan. Not a hell go mash up people start that thief when them sell it on me. What they treat the market man, it on me. What them a treat the cat man, it on me. What they treat the peanut man, it on me. What them a treat the dirt man, it on me. What them a treat the son man, it on me. What them a treat policeman, it on me. How them a treat soldier man.
Sorry about that, my people.
Judgment found a bomber. Judgment found no.
Judgment, Pantam Tavaris, criminal Finson, this morning. Send go call the whole Labour gang. Because them attack with free speech once more again. I have the article on my iPad and on my phone, but I look for it in the Observer. For share it with you know, and read before me go off the limb this morning, bridle my tongue. Because if not be so, then it will be judgment this morning. Good morning to those on the X, to those on the Twitch, on Facebook and on YouTube. Good morning and welcome. Good morning to my community of party and all my family members. Good morning to my platform membership holders and subscribers. Good morning to live viewers and commenters. Good morning, and welcome. Like and share the live, please. Or free speech is under attack again. But I'm going to find the article for now. Because I don't want nobody to say, I walk and care news from people pick me. Are they clean it, you know? Hold on there. I think it's the cleaner. Sorry. Sorry, the people, because I don't want to hear. If we don't know here yet, are the Observer? If we don't know here yet, we're not go here. What Tavaris Finson said. I'm going to find it and read it for now. It was a yesterday article. So the Observer could have wanted to go on so much more this morning. Me I go find it, but me I go do my usual roll call first. Send a call. Tavaris Finson. Juliet Wholeness. Dawg Paw Son. Tavaris Finson wife. Andrew Wholeness. Juliet call all of them. Because we're going to give them one side of the rope this morning. And we're going to take one side of the rope. And we're going to pull. Yes, that's what I'm going to go this morning. Because them can walk and talk anything, you know. Them can come up with any nonsense they want to come up with. But how dare we speak? Because when we speak, we don't understand what we are talking about. And we seem to always speak out a term. And that Tom would want to have you believe. Tom. Tom, the father-in-law of, would want to have you believe. But me I go find wherever Tom article I hide in the observer upon my computer. Before that, so me I go email it to myself from my phone. Because I said, Tom, I need to share it and read it. You now go make me people walk and talk this morning, Tom. Say a news me I care upon you. No. It will be said that when Wayne go off the limb is because of what Tom has done. No, sir? It is because of what Tom has done why Wayne gone off the limb. He wouldn't just gone off, so. He's not mad, so. So Tom have to do something. Tom have to do something. Good morning, good morning. Don't mind me, I'm a confusion. I'm just looking for things. Me email something to myself. I will get on track soon because we have a line up dear old Tom this morning. We're going to line up the criminal organization. Every limb of the criminal organization that wants to attack us, we are going to push back. We not going to just lay down and roll over so like Jamaica people. See me fine here. We not going to just lay down and roll over so like Jamaica people. We're going to be brazen and push back. Where is Tom? We are going to push back. Right, so I find the article so I can pay attention to now. How no, the morning. Morning. Good afternoon. If you're on the Greenwich timeline. Debbie Jervis, good morning. Dorothy Elliott, Natalia Freeman, good morning. Good morning and welcome. Marcia Thomas, Patricia Matthews, good morning. Annie Simmet, Elaine Turner, JP, good morning. Marcia Este, good morning. Sunshine, how are you doing? Good morning. Beat and Teach, good morning. Wagwan. Gloria Morris, good morning. Good morning, Yvonne Johnson, good morning. Annie Smith, good morning. Is it Dayton Graham, good morning. Marie Messenger TV, good morning. Abina Sarkodi, good morning. Jason Kane, good morning and welcome. Carling Jones, good morning and welcome. Yvonne Johnson, good morning and welcome. Mitchie, good morning. Marbury Lyde, Michelle Lewis Wilson, Yvonne Johnson, Nifty Friend, Christopher, Paula Shelley, Jamaican Carlos, Wagwan, bro. Wagwan. Tam Tavaris, so enough to talk. Monica Houghton, good morning. Cornell C, good morning. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Vendetta King Lord, good morning. Althea Maureen Vassal, Christine Gilbert, Sharon Robinson, God at my altar, Ubuntu. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Cause this thing just rolled past me when I'm on. Althea, good morning. Rose Daly, good morning. Robert Ford, good morning. Dorothy Elliott, veteran, Wagwan. Cynthia B, good morning. Right, let's get straight into the Tom article before we do anything. Because we don't want them see news we are carrying. We are talking with them say. Let me make sure now. See, okay. We talk with them say. We now make them go walk and talk so we are carrying news upon them. We talk with the criminal them say. Then we respond to the criminals. One thing, this criminal network is going to silence especially those in the diaspora. Tough. We are going to talk. Tavaris Finson called for toning down of rhetoric in Juliet Holness Valerie saga. Daddy tell we say, tone it down, you lot. These rhetoric of yours. Rhetoric normally associated with lie and story, you know. Tone it down, you lot. Too much of it. Enough of you lot. Tone it down. I'm going to read without trying to get into the argument with Tom Tavaris while I'm reading. President of the Senate, Tom Tavaris Finson, is calling for the relevant parties to tone down the rhetoric regarding the perceived animosity between the Speaker of the House, of Representative Juliet and the recent retired clerk to the House of Representatives, Valerie Curtis. Curtis retired under a cloud on April 6th after serving the Parliament for nearly 30 years. She was reprimanded by the Speaker of the House, ostensibly for not complying with Holness's directive in terms of how reports from the Auditor General Department should be tabled in Parliament. Holness has been widely criticized for the letter which was made public, with political commentators stating that the move was unprecedented. On the other hand, the parliamentary opposition has called for both withdrawal of the letter and an apology from Holness. According to Tom Tavaris Finson, there is no lingering animosity between head of the upper house and head of the lower house and Miss Curtis. Miss Curtis is not of that view, though, is it? Isn't just yesterday she said, short of an apology. Never mind, get on with it, as they tell us. In an audio statement, Tavaris Finson said, it was he who initially recommended Curtis for the post of clerk, recommended for an extension to her appointment 2 years beyond usual retirement age of 65 years old, and also recommend her for a national award which she received. In this paragraph, is the Finson saying Miss Curtis is ungrateful? Me have to read back where, you know, because you know, so to me, dunce. Me have to read back where. Because it's only ladies saw me to do them something. Yeah. When Spice nearly upon deathbed, Mr. Lady saw go upon her pulpit or bully pulpit. Go preach about the good things them what she do to Spice. And she have never done Spice anything. Never mind. I know we a lady saw God what she have to come tell we about it. Don't derail yourself. Win. Get back on the fence and track. Them people are come from mad with. So it sound like because you do all of them see the fear. What that overpaint the bad treatment in her departure, the public fiasco, the public disgrace. What you said, those things justify. Never mind. Go on. Remember, say I don't see this, so you always see things different from the bright people, them like Tom and them lot there. Only me and Juliet don't normally get things wrong. And the other way, how enough go. Only me and Juliet qualify for them something there. The Senate president is calling for a reduction in what he described as the politicization of commentary and posturing concerning Curtis and the letter. May I read Dunce like favor this morning? And the letter which was sent to her by Wholeness. We now make favor one come out here called Dunce after we not fool. He said, it was important to note that the clerk of the House of Parliament is not designated as a civil servant according to the convention or the Jamaican Constitution. I don't know of that, Tom. I don't know of that. I thought Buchanan and what the man your name again? The man where Carpala got court. The man where him and Valerie Nita Carpala got court. The ruling will go come out tomorrow. What the man the name again? Beat and teach. Me not even looking at comment. What the man the name again? But we don't know who me attack. So just the other day she was a civil servant. But, oh God, what a confusion. We can't keep up with confusion. It's one thing with me. Hard to keep up with confusion. Tavaris Finson says, it was important to note that the clerk of the House of Representatives is not designated as a civil servant according to convention or constitution, or the Constitution of Jamaica. It must be noted that the clerk report to the Speaker and the President of the Senate, who the Jamaican Constitution says is the presiding officer, who has the discretion of recommending the clerk to the Governor General for appointment, said Finson. I don't know the exact constitutional position of that at the moment. I won't lie to you, but I will not believe anything said by the Jamaica Labour Party until a court clarifies, because at this point, the constitution that guides the operation of Parliament means nothing. Until a court gives clarity on these things, we're going to be left in stagnant, muddy water, because it's whose ever legal opinion and understanding we're listening to. He added that a letter of reprimand issued to Ms. Curtis by the Speaker of the House represents a situation. This is where we fall down flat. Here's a criminal Tom. It no go so. I'm going to tell you why it no go so, Tom. I'm going to tell you what, Lord Jesus. He added, a letter of reprimand issued to Ms. Curtis by the Speaker of the House represent a situation from time to time in both private sector and government. The letter is not evidence that there is existence or prevailing bitterness and anger towards Ms. Curtis. Let me just read the last paragraph. Tavaris Finson said he did not recommend a second extension for Ms. Curtis because he was of the view that the House of Parliament requires expertise which may bring it in line with the era of advanced technology and digitization. Once again, in the last paragraph here, let me deal with that before me go to the upper paragraph. Don't yasso. Finson said, Miss Curtis, old and outdated, should not understand the digitalized and technologized world. So there was no need to recommend her any further because she don't have the expertise going forward. But what about the young, tough-faced buffoon like Colleen Lowell, will work below Miss Curtis, who couldn't deal with the digitization side of it? This thing is not about one person. It's a team, is it not? But let's go to the upper paragraph. Finson said, this situation where Juliet Holness send a reprimand letter to the entire employment department, I would be rubbing my effing hand to the bank in the private sector if my employer does that to me, Tom. There's an implied term in your employment contract, Tom. The duty, Tom, of trust and confidence, Tom. Therefore, Tom, if I and my employer is going through a disciplinary process at work, and my employer, Tom, circulates a letter to all the members of staff of my disciplinary, I will be rubbing my hands to the bank. I will be rubbing, Tom, my hands to the bank because you have breached and implied term of my employment contract, the duty of trust and confidence. This is between me and you, dear Tom, not between me, you, and all the employees that I work with. This is how these people sit on these podiums and pulpits and high seats and tell blatant lies and give the public misinformation in order to waddle themselves out of their corruption, deception, nepotism, and incompetency. And also it got on. The duty of trust and confidence, I will be rubbing my hands to the bank because I know, got you. You have breached right in my presence. So the circulation of that letter to the entire parliament was a breach of the duty of trust and confidence between Miss Curtis and her employer. And if you are saying, dear Tom, that it's a normal situation, prove it in industrial tribunal. Prove it in industrial relations, Tom. That is the norm. It happens from time to time, where your employer could impose a disciplinary on you, Tom. And more money me I tell you about again, you know, a big lawsuit, it's a chain of lawsuit, you know. Hey. It's a chain of lawsuit. Given that you have imposed a disciplinary on me, Tom, without an investigation, I'll be rubbing again my hand to the bank for an unfair disciplinary procedure. I could also, again, Tom, go at you for age discrimination. And if me want act mad, Tom, me can go after you under the Equality Act. It will be a train of lawsuits, Tom, if we're to follow your logic based on what Juliet Holness has done. Angela 48349. How you do? Michelle Johnson, Wagwan, who just arrived? JB, JC, Diana Atkinson, O'Neill Gale, Marcia Garnett, how you do? Merlin Gordon, how are you? Janet McIntosh, Lorna Emery. So if I was to follow Tom logic, Annie Jones, Juliet is backed up here with a lot of lawsuits. I feel the Blackwood. Because I know say nothing don't go so. Lossum Riley, Maxine Bell. Nothing don't go so. The duty of trust and confidence. You'll be rubbing your hand to the bank. Patrick Evans, Herbert Tuzelin. Breaching the rules of fair hearing, you'll be rubbing your hands to the bank. You can go after them for discrimination. Given you have them Joan Brown slap, bam, and two already, it's quite likely you'll get them on the other. So let's test that logic at Employment Tribunal, Tom. Patricia Williams. Because a disciplinary was imposed on Mrs. Curtis's file, which she's never had. She can go to the tribunal to have that removed. Let's test it in industrial relations. Or let's ask the Supreme Court for a position on that as the guardian of the Constitution. Done. Good morning. But no, Tom, you're misguiding and misinforming the people, all in order to protect this blunder. Agency Driver 5, well gone. To protect this blunder, Marie, around this criminal organization. Who Tom talk to?
I wear the blood clot this. I wear the blood clot this. But me not give them no chat. I hold this. I wear the ras it have too much owner.
Who Tom talk to? So if you back up with your rhetoric, gunman, crackhead, murderer, are we here talk to? Go and console your grandson, your own grandson, which you induce mourning on, criminal Tom Tavaris Finson. When you can back up the gunman them, where you carry your house, and for your wife and your daughter, Tom Tavaris Finson, bridle my tongue, because if I got loose on you this morning, who for free speech? When you can talk to your wife and daughter Tom Tavaris, criminal Finson, where the Speaker of the House of Jamaica and the President of the Senate of Jamaica conspired together and murdered the father of the president's grandson. And them criminally want come tell we to tone it down. Tone down your bullets, Tom Tavaris Finson. Tone down your garrisons, Tom Tavaris Finson. Tone down the man them on top of your wife and daughter, Tom Tavaris Finson. Because when you sit in a high chair and big robe, when you think people must have respect for you. Who you be? Which part of you live the life for nobody have respect for you? When you, your wife, and your daughter sleep with the same gunman, Tom Tavaris Finson, President of the Senate of Jamaica, gunman, murderer, criminal. Are we ya talk to? We were not kill with grandson, father, President Finson, senator. On a really bright and out order.
Number judgment. Pauno.
Juliet walk over your pound. Juliet have secret phone. You and Juliet thief together, Finson. You and Juliet murder together, Finson. Juliet not have no secret for we. We and Juliet not do nothing together. The only thing we know about Juliet is that she can keep her husband. And beautiful thing like Rhoda. Have her a mad out. That's all we know about Juliet. As well as we know say she a thief and murderer, land thief, criminal, money swindler. I hope a gunman Juliet have this same very Juliet did have a whole host of gunmen looking for the same very pretty face rolled up on screen here. And if it wasn't Andrew Permanent secretary at the time, mother extraordinaire, whisk Rhoda to Small Island. Rhoda name would not call posthumously now because the criminal Juliet, just like how she was destined to kill Dawg Paw over the contract, Tom, where you help line up your son-in-law to be killed, Tom, because it was becoming too much a bother to the families, so-called, does not have and will never have reputation, uptown, high class, up in a society, reputation, criminal, Tom. If you tone it down, Tom, tone down the bad man them upon your wife and daughter. We need a toning down of that first. Tone down the stealing in our parliament. Tone down a connection to gunman. Tone down a kidnapping of people, children, and a traffic them, Tom. I who not talk to. Me look like somebody was afraid of, Tom. Waste more than one bullet palm it, Tom, on our careless shooters. Tone it down, he said. How dare you, Tom? Tone it down, he said. Tone down the rhetoric. Rhetoric is associated with lies and news carrying and propaganda and them thing there, isn't it? That's what you associate rhetoric with. Tone it down, he said. Every drop of your grandson tears, Tom, is on your hands, is on your heart, is on your shoulder. Who gave the order who gave the lineup location so Juliet can send him badman police them go murder Dawg Paw because Dawg Paw was bidding over a contract what Juliet Holness want. Murderers. Murderers in the high chair. Murderers in the black and yellow robe. Sitting in the very highest chair of our legislature. Tone it down, he said. Who not talk to? Who not talk to? Who were guilty of murder? Who were guilty of stealing? Who were guilty of kidnapping and children trafficking? Who were guilty of illegal drugs and gun trafficking? Tone it down, he says. You think we're not bright? All from this thing happened. Nobody enough to talk about Juliet. As soon as anybody talk about Juliet, there's a string of members of the criminal organization ready to jump down with throat. When I know Nesta, when I know skin out batty Nesta, a deep throat hole Nigel with Christopher Tufton down in him throat, or a stretch out choke pan zinc fence Babsy, criminal gunslinging, crack taking Tom Tavaris Finson, criminal Edmund Bartlett. Everybody just a run after we so. Vegas with him batty pan him forehead. Everybody just a run after we so. Who wanna be? Like seriously. It's like everybody we defend Juliet have free speech. Our feel with democracy turn off. Joe take with democracy, don't so? Joe take feel with democracy. Pipe turn off. Pan feel with democracy around here. So the whole on we have on a justification argument. On a justification narratives. On a doctorified narratives. Uno can't talk, you know. But when we talk, we stoke division, rhetoric, and all sort of pejorative terms, negative terms to people who don't like the labor right then. That they can use. Hey, Mama Doc. Hey, what a name. Thank you very much. Nobody can call Mama Doc name. As soon as Mama Doc name called there, somebody, some wolves jump out of the pack. We're hyena over here, so. We're African dog. We're elephant. We're giraffe. We're crocodile. We have many fighting skill over here, so who wanna be? We don't all have is no integrity. That's all everybody are gonna remember on a fact. That fleet, yeah. Those who never have integrity. Those who couldn't even sign pen paper seminar got thief. Those who couldn't even sign pen a dotted lie seminar got tell lie. Those who couldn't sign pen a dotted lie seminar got get involved in a corruption. Who wanna be? And I come tell you, tone it down. Tone down the bad man them off of your wife, sir. And them something that you have to tone down. Jolt with democracy now in a jolt. With democracy don't in a jolt. Just like how rain and fall pan phone of free speech, feel we wet up. Feel with free speech wet up both here too. I saw the people that mean with them finger, alien. I saw the whole of them mean with them finger. Them just hold them finger so. And not even one of them wouldn't hit the like button. Not one of them would have hit the like button. 300 of them there. OPPS official, Wagwan, bro. Long time. Wagwan. Andrea Samuels, how are you? The man said, if you tone down the rhetoric, there's no bitterness. Vivian Hamilton. Noreen Dennison, how are you? If you tone it down, Michelle Johnson. Them say, if you tone it down. Are we out here with the hope and Niles? We and the PMP them. Out here with the hope and Niles, Charmin Carter, Norman Ferguson. Are we and the PMP them out here with the hope and Niles? If whenever we out here with the Niles, this argument Millie McBean would have done long time. But true, them and the PMP them, Rosemary Samuels, out there with the hope and Niles. Look at TV, Angela Robinson. How are you? Morning, morning. Vernon Mitchell, how are you? Through the vlog and the PMP them, out there with the whole panel, Jacqueline Murray, people think Sinting are gone. Don't come interfere with democracy, because when you do, if nobody now go come out here, come drown up and thrown up against the wall, I will. Canon now go silence me. Because when you know what can silence the whole away, then nobody know if to speak up and the whole away just walk back into control. When I go shot me on the sideline with the knives, you hear me? Don't ever think that I'm going to ever stay silent to the abuse, the control, the dictatorship, the stealing, the murder. I'm not going to be silent. So you can go and chat all on a want. This is not the days, Mary Wayne Jones. This is not the day when you can call on a friend, rebel with a cause. How are you? When you can call on a friend over Gleaner Durant Clark or over this or wherever and say, make sure that news is buried. You can't bury nothing around here again. This is the era of truth. The Aquarian era. Where the whole honor does blow up on a bus like balloon in front of us, so, and the whole honor got one by one, I got drop out right in front of it, because there is no place for eternal lies anymore. So it go, so it come, Claudette Robinson. So the whole honor. Well, Tom Tavaris Finson and him daughter and him wife always there with the same bad man anyway. So them kill Dawg Paw, them are go find another bad man, cause hope a bad man friend them have. So nothing now go change in the Finson resident, because the one bad man normally serve the entire house. But don't come out here. Come go on like say, this Jezebel and harlot will turn with honorable host upside down. Nobody should have respect. Nobody should have respect for that. Juliet Holness don't deserve any respect. Juliet Holness is not in a respectable position. She's not. She's a battered, abused, refused wife. We've never had another woman who carried a matey situation in our parliament before. It has never happened. We've never had a situation before where a wife demands from her husband, say, judgment argument a position there. It has never happened. And a same thing where we used to, we're in an unusual territory. So we now go sit down quiet. We now go sit down quiet. We're just not going to be quiet. While on our teeth in the billions, same way. to maintain on a gunman them, to keep on a gunman and a bad man them quiet, because the day on a can't supply the feeding chain of violence, them same bad man there will claim to protect you, I got turn round against you. So don't try silence me. Don't try silence me. We're not going to stay silent. It won't work. We don't see how one blow from Iran and the whole of the Israeli them across the airwave gone into silent. They used to have some rapturous dances and debate. But the moment somebody stand up to them brazenly, the whole of them gone into silence, and I find excuse in narrative. When the people of Jamaica is going to stand up to the genocidal, tyrannical state that Jamaica regime that the Jamaica Labour Party is, and the tyrannical state that the Jamaica Labour regime is turning our country into. Earl Rankin, I saw now go just sit down every day and make criminals dictate to you. Make criminals talk to you because them have one degree and one. That's why you see, me not in the profession and the degree and the whole of them fuck with them, because hope of them something they blind a lot of way, Hope of them something they blind a lot of way. We call ourselves educated and professional people. The classism structure they blind a lot of way, because we want to climb the social ladder. We bend down, back out, and bend over and skin out in order to climb the social ladder. Be a rebel like me and tell employers, stick it where the sun doesn't shine, you incompetent brute. The thing I'm afraid to tell no manager or director in any company I work with, say you're incompetent, you're damn incompetent, you're damn incompetent, you're racist, me I go look upon you and tell you the most me I go end up in is in an employment dispute. But it no means say no workplace can call me down. No workplace can call me down. It's an all-out onslaught between me and them. And when them sack me, them know how it go. Because I always tell them, a first thing I always tell them, because I'm afraid when I tell them like that in a workplace. I beat my chest and tell them, I am the one who spent 6 years in law school, not you. And let me tell you, Tavaris Finson, I am the one who studied law and passed it black, not achieve it white. Come let me tell you something, people. Let me look in on a face and tell you something, especially in the British structure. Yeah, so and my black law student them can come tell you, because me and another student from oh God, he's from within the Asian region. I can't remember exactly. Was it Pakistan? But me and him pulled the whole university law department come sit down in front of we, because we are rebel like that. Because we never suck up to no university masters. We sit down and white students do very little on paper to achieve first class. And when we overdo first class on paper, white people are marked we down. It happened as something when me challenge at my university. Ask anybody who got university with me. Pull the whole of them. The whole entire law department, except for the chancellor of the university, have to come sit down and talk to him. I don't play with people like that. I'm rebellious everywhere I go. All when nothing that if you rebel about. Me I look for something to rebel because rebellion set my standards. So don't fuck with me going forward. It's as simple as that. Everywhere I go, I create my rebellion first day. It set the standard going forward. Don't mess with that mad, stupid old fool. That one, they don't have sense. That one, they don't have manners. Even if he was brought up, he never learn it. Don't walk in him way. Live the best you can with him. But don't make him get in a nightmare upon you. So you can't stand it. Always present the nice side and the side of to people. No. That are the hidden side of me, the nice side of me. Is the hidden side of me. You must face the one that says, stand. Hold your horses. Hold your mad horse. Don't come too close. So people like Tavaris Finson in the education system don't have to do much to get a law degree. We lose a first-class degree by 4%. All because one white university lecturer never liked me, and I never decide to write how she want me to write, especially I was writing about human rights. I went out on a limb. And she failed me. It never mattered to me. Everybody tell me, challenge him Wayne because you not fail. Me say she cannot fail my degree. So people like Tom not do much for turn liar. Me can tell you that. Me been through the drill. We sit down and out the white student in a university every day. And on nothing what we have to whisper around corner. But when it comes to the lecturers marking our paper and the external examiners marking our paper, they mark us based on color. Remember one guy in my study group, he was the only white guy in my study group. How him get a first-class degree? Nobody knows, but he got it. A study system said. So Tom them don't have to do much to get anywhere. Their color is an advantage. Sarah's Aries, James, how are you? Rosalie Ricketts, look at TV. Their color is an advantage. So no matter soon as it Tom with university degree and legal brouhaha and senatorial president and all, it no means same don't dunce. It doesn't mean same don't dunce. A whole heap of people you see with degree don't understand how to transfer that degree into wherever field you go into. Hence why you see Juliet so dunce. Because they don't have what is called transferable skills. They can't transfer from one system to the other and operate flat-footed on the ground the first day them arrive, Juliet shakes. So when you adjust with them, remember people like me out here, remember people like Carlos Gray out here, Jamaican Carlos TV out here, Aromatic TV out here, Jeffrey out here, Rattigan out, whole heap of out here, sit down, line up, and wait. We know Jamaica people on the ground. we roll over and afraid and I say, boy, I saw you go, what if we don't know? We will chat. And demonstration taught in a foreign. We will chat and we will demonstrate. And we're not going to knock 9-day jump out here. We're knocking perpetual jump. This is for our own space. This is not over antisus, over big yard, or over down the so, or behind people who just know we're not that. We will knock the kerosene pan till it bend up and we'll go get another kerosene pan and we start knock again, but we're going to keep the noise up, like it or not. So if we come tell we say tone it down, Tom, tone down the crime first, tone down the killing, tone down the stealing, tone down the corruption, tone down the lack of integrity and the lack of accountability in our parliament, Tom. When you start this out, then come to us, make we and you have a tone down argument. But you can't have dead animal on your floor, jump up, jaw meat, this so dog a jaw meat, this so fly all over the place. You have to brush for just get to for pass the dead meat, and then you will come in a few clean house, Tom. If you come tell we say move your shoes from this, so when you have dead meat, dead body on your floor, Tom, the sins and the tears of your son-in-law and the tears of your grandson, Tom, Lauren Taylor, Paulette Gordon, the sins of your son-in-law and the tears of your grandson, Tom Tavaris. How much murder Juliet Holness have under her belt? We know she murdered Dawg Paw. We know she attempted killing Rhoda Crawford. We knew that. How much killing does Juliet Holness have under her belt? Tom, you might be one who would have known that. Because them say she very, or bad man them, very gun chiggery. Do you know them, Tom? Them say Juliet have illegal bad man and Juliet have police bad man. Do you know them, Tom? And who them people attack to do? Tone it down, he said. Tone down the bad man them off for your wife and your daughter, Tom. The bad man them where you come find in your house where you have to go sit down, throw down your briefcase, go to the bottle and the pipe, Tom. Smack your head off and go to sleep, Tom. Or smack your head off and get on your knees, Tom. Which one is it, Tom? Who them people you talk to? Tone it down. Next time before you utter those things, remember, I am here, Tom. Thank you all very much for being here with us on Global TV this morning. This was a bridle my tongue, because if I go figure loose on Tom this morning, it wouldn't have been nice, Tom. But take your grandson, Tom, and apologize to him for killing his father, or for taking part in the state assassination of his father, arranged by Juliet, done by her badman police friend, Tom, who gave his location away. Good morning from Global Television.